Okay. Uh, Last class or previous session, we had stopped at stack implementation using structure and arrays. Okay. Now let us go ahead with first application of stack, the simplest application of stack. In the PPT, I had shown you different applications of stack. Okay. The first application of stack, the simplest of all, is to reverse the string using stack. Okay, when I tell that I have to reverse a string, how do I do that? Okay, let me just show you. I am just inserting one table for you. Okay, and say suppose I have something like this. The stack looks like this. This is my stack containing the elements because I'm doing the stack implementation using arrays. Okay. Now if I want to have a string stored in it and then reverse it, how do I do that? Can anybody tell me? Yes, can anybody tell me? Quickly. Can anybody tell me? How can I implement that? How can I reverse the string? See, I'll just give you a hint. Okay. Suppose that in my input string is SDMCET. Okay. It means what? I have to read a character. I have to read a character and push that character onto the stack. Don't read it as a whole string. Okay. Read a single character, push that. Read second character, push that. Read third character, push that. Okay. Then similarly, all the characters you push. Okay. So this SDMCET, whatever I have pushed, it is my input string. It is my input string. How my output string has to be? My output string has to be TECMDS. So how can I do that? Yes, somebody has commented. Let me just read that. Push the characters in the stack and then pop one by one and put back into another string. Or if you put it in the same string, original string, I will be losing. Correct? So what I have to do? I will push the content of the stack one by one character at a time. Then when I pop character by character and store it in another variable, another string variable. Then if I extend this program, reverse the string and check whether the given string is palindrome or not, then you can verify by cross verifying the two strings, the original string and the reverse string. Okay. Now accordingly, if I want to modify this program, how can I do that? Okay. I have shown you that my stack is what? Of type int. Now, let me just, 1 minute. Let me just increase the size of the screen. Yes. You have seen that I have taken a structure stack which contains two members. First member is stack which is of type integer. Why it is of type integer? Because I am trying to push or pop the elements which are all integers. Now when I talk about a string, string must contain character elements. So what should be the data type of the stack? It has to be character array. Okay, it has to be what kind of array? Character array. Then top, whether it has to be character or integer, please comment quickly. What is the data type of the top? Is it int or char? Int. It has to be int. It cannot be char. If you make top also as char, what will happen? If you increment a character, 0 becomes 1. That 1 is a character, not an index. Okay. So the top has to be integer itself. Then when I move on, is empty, is full remain the same, no change at all. And when I move on, when I talk about element, it is not element, I will talk about char element. It is not a single integer, it is a single character. Okay, and instead of writing percentage d, I'll write percentage s. See, this is the point comes when you talk about push character by character. If you want to read the whole string, okay, and push each and every character of that string until the end of the string, then you can do this like this. Okay, I have done this very clearly. You just can check here. What I will do, I will not read the character by character. Instead what I will do, just have a look at this, how I am doing. Okay, I will keep this pop like this only. Okay, just have a look at the modifications that I am doing. I will remove this. Then what I will do, I will write return. Guys, please pay attention in the modification that I am doing. Return yes arrow stk of s arrow top minus minus. What have I returned? What have I returned? Have I returned the whole of the structure, or have I returned a single character? What I have done? Please comment, guys. What have I done? This return statement, is it returning the whole structure or only a single character? I'm trying to return a single character here. Please note it down. Okay. So accordingly, my return type modifies like this. My return type modifies like this. Pop's return type will be now, it will be character. Why it has to be character? Because I have to return the character pop and that gets stored somewhere. See, this is the major modification that I am doing. In the push, I have kept it as it is. I have not done anything. Any changes I have not done. In the pop, instead of telling this is the element that is getting popped, what I will do is I will return the popped element. So instead of writing in printf, I have removed that printf and written only return. And what is the data type of the element that is getting returned? Char. The data type of the element getting returned is char. So I have done this much of modification in pop. Push, I have kept it as it is. Okay. Now accordingly, let me write the main function. I have not written the main function. What I have done, I have kept the structure as it is. I have kept is full as it is. I have kept is empty as it is. Push as it is, I have kept. Okay. Only thing that I have removed is reading of the element. What you want to push, I have removed that. Okay. I have removed that. Then what next? Sorry, I have to modify this. Just 1 minute. What is that I have to modify? Do I need to modify the whole thing? See, element to be pushed, I am not reading it as part of the push function. Instead, element to be pushed is coming from the main. So, element to be pushed, can I pass it as a parameter? If I pass it as a parameter, from the main, when string I am reading, from that string, every character I will extract and pass. Okay, look at the modification that I have done. In the push function, what I have done, other than the stack variable, other than the structure variable, I have passed the element to be pushed. Why this is the case? Because from the main, in the main what I am doing, I will read the string. From the string, I will extract each and every element, pass it to the push function. Okay, this is what is happening. Read, pass, read, pass, read, pass. In the previous example, element was getting read inside the function. See, please remember the types of the categories of the functions that I have discussed. If you are reading the element inside the function, then there is no need of passing that as a parameter. But when you have read the element in the main, that has to be passed as a parameter. Otherwise, it will not be available. Okay, so accordingly, I have done this modification. The element that is getting pushed is coming from the main. That's why it has to be a parameter. And that parameter will be pushed onto the stack. Are you all okay with this? Are you all okay with this? Accordingly, I'll be writing the main function. Whether this is clear, please let me know. Comment quickly. If you have any doubt, please prompt me now only. What is that I have modified? From the main, I am reading the string. From the string, I am extracting each and every character and passing it to the function. So the function does what? Push it onto the stack, nothing else other than that. Who is doing the reading of the character? Reading of the character is being done by the main only. Okay? No one else is doing that. No one else is doing that. Are you all okay with this? With the kind of modification that I have done? Please let me know. Let me know quickly. Varshini? Varshini, I'm in class. I'm in class. Another 10-15 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Now, once I have done this modification, I will go to the pop function. Pop function, unlike the previous example, in the previous example, if I just printed the popped element, my job was done. But now what I want, after popping, the element popped has to be returned back to the main. This is the difference. Similar to the push function. In push function, previously element was read inside the function. But now push is accepting the element from the main. So the parameter got changed. In the pop function was not returning previously because the element popped was simply displayed. But now what I want, whatever the element getting popped, that has to be given back to the main. And main will take it, store it in another variable. That's why the pop function getting modified. What is that? Previously the parameter return type of pop was void. Now I have made it char because the kind of the thing that is getting returned is character. Okay. Now, so accordingly the pop function got modified. Now what I will do, I don't require display function here. I don't require display function because I'm not interested in what is the content of the stack. Instead, I want the reverse string. I will give one input. I want the reverse string of that. Okay, that's it. So let me write main for this. Initially, I require input variable. So let me write input string of say 100. Similarly, I want reversed string. So reverse string of size 100. Next what? I just want to ask from the user, enter the string. Enter input string. Enter the input string. So let me read it by getS of input. I assume that only one line of text is available. Then can I do getS of input and keep quiet? I cannot. What I will do is for let me take int I. Why I need I? Why I need for loop? This is because in the input that is given by the user, I have to extract each character by character. That's why I require this for loop. Okay. Input of I not equal to null I plus plus until that point what I need to do, I just want to write push of. Okay, one more thing I have not done. What is that? Can anybody tell me what is that I have not done? This requires a lot of presence of mind, guys. What is that I have not done? Have I initialized stop? Have I initialized stop? How can I initialize top? Correct, stack declaration, and I have to do the stack top initialization. How can I do that? Okay, can I have Sneha to comment about this? Sneha M, please comment quickly. How can I declare the stack and how can I initialize top to -1? Can you quickly tell me? Sneha. You can type in. I can read out what you want to try. There is no need of unmuting. You can type. Yes, Sneha, make it fast. Time is going. Okay, so let me type struct stack yes, then yes dot top equal to -1. Why I need to write like this? Because top is part of structure. Okay, now with the initial value of -1, I can go ahead in pushing the content. Otherwise, from where the pushing has to happen? 0. I don't know from where. It will take some garbage value. Okay, so that's why you have to initialize top to -1. Now what I'm supposed to do is, I want to push this on to push each of the character into the stack. How can I extract every character from the string? First thing that I need to do, I will just go back to the push function. How I have written the push function? Just have a look at the push function. What all are the parameters? First is a pointer to a structure. So I need to pass the address of a variable. Then I need to pass the element. Okay. So accordingly, I will rewrite this. So what I will do? Ampersand s, comma. Because there is a pointer, I am passing ampersand s, comma. And I need to pass the element to be pushed. What is the element to be pushed? Input of I. Okay, what is the element to be pushed? Input of I. Each and every character I will extract, push, extract, push. Okay, this continues until the end of the string. This continues until the end of string. Now next what? I need to pop and place, pop and place. Where I need to pop? Where I need to place? Into the reverse. So look at this. I will write, I will do something like this. For I equals 0, I equals 0, and up to what time I need to pop and place? Up to the content of input. Okay. So what I need, what I will write? Just have a look at this. Let me write it. Yeah. So next task is pop each character and place it onto the reversed string. So how can I do that? I'll do it something like this. So what I will do? Before popping, how do I pop? First of all, let me write pop of ampersand s. So this returns me what? A character that I need to place somewhere. Where I need to place? Until while top not equal to -1, I have to repeat the following task. What is that following task? I have to pop and place. Where? Reverse of I equal to. Then what I need to do? I will just write I equal to 0 again. Reverse of I plus plus equal to pop of ampersand S. Now, after this is done, at the end of the loop, I will have the reverse string in reverse. Okay. So, printf the reversed string is equal to percentages slash n comma reverse. Okay. Please tell me you have understood this part or not. The most important parts are this one and this one. Line number 71. Okay. While top not equal to -1. So what would have happened to top when you pop an element? When you pop an element, what would happen to top? After each pop, what will happen to top? I will just go back to the pop function. What is getting happen to the top? Every time you call the pop, top getting decremented by 1. So the pop cannot work. The pop cannot work when it reaches the empty state. So I'll remove this also. I don't want that. What pop has to perform? Only this much. Nothing else other than that. I'll not bother about whether stack empty, stack full. I'm not bothered about that. What is the program? What is the task of the pop? It just has to return me the top of the stack. And when it is doing so, every time top getting decremented. When you are decremented the top, when the top becomes -1, it should not pop. See, you have used a pointer in the pop. So whatever modification that happens to the top inside the pop, that gets reflected in main. So you just imagine, I will work out that example using this example. Okay, let me just copy and paste that code and let me trace that. Just have a look at this. I will simply copy this and try to trace it. Okay. My input string is SDMCT. Please remember that. So accordingly, let me just have a glance at the things that is happening. Now you will understand. Okay. Now, initially I is 0. Input of I. What is there in input of I? SDMCET. Okay. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Something like this. Sorry, 5. Now, at 0th position, input of 0 is S. Okay. It is not equal to null. So, it enters the loop. Inside the loop, what is there? Push of ampersand S. Ampersand S is nothing but whatever modification that happens in push that gets reflected in main. Okay. Now, inside the push function, what is that you are doing? You are incrementing top, then placing the element. What is the element that you have passed? The element passed is input of I. Input of 0. What is there in input of 0? Yes. So, it is as good as passing top equal to -1, empty stack and the element S. So, what happens? What happens? At 0th position, S comes. Where top will be pointing? Top was -1, now it has become 0. Now, it comes back to the main. It comes back to the main because it has done its task. After this statement, is there anything else? No, it will go back to I plus plus, now I becomes 1. Input of 1, what is there in input of 1? D. Is it null? No, it is not equal to null. True. So it enters the loop. Again, there is a call for push function on the current value of stack and current value of top and the current input value. Current value of stack is stack containing one element and top equal to 0. Then current element is D. It goes to the push. What is there in push? simply increments the top. Top becomes 1. Then put the element. What is the element right now? Capital D. Put that element into the incremented value of top. Where? At 1. Okay. Then after this, it simply comes back. Then there is increment of I. I becomes 2. I becomes 2. Input of 2 is M. It is not equal to null. Enters the loop. There is a call for the push function again. In the push function, now the push function is associated with ampersand S. What is the meaning of that? The two elements in the as the content of the stack, the value of top being 1, the value of top being 1, and current input value is M. So three values are getting passed to the push function. Enters the push function. There is an increment of top. Where top will come? At 2. At 2, the element that is passed, what is that? M, gets pushed. Similarly, this continues until input of I becomes null. Input of 6 is null. So it stops. It comes out of the loop. So how many times the push function is called? 6 times the push function is called with different character elements. After this is done, now my next task is to pop. How do I pop it? Just what is the top value? Can anybody comment quickly? What is the top value at this point? Before the beginning of the pop, what is the top value? Can anybody comment? 5. Exactly. The value of top is 5. After the completion of the push function, calling of push function in the for loop, top will be pointing to 5. Exactly. Now, when top is 5, okay, I have reinitialized to 0. This I is nothing to do with top. I is only for the reverse function, for the reverse word, reverse string. Okay, I have reinitialized to 0. So this I will remove for time being. Now what I will do, I will simply copy and paste this. I'll remove these things. Okay. Now, let me just clear this out. This is what reverse string. Okay. Initially it is empty. Reverse string is empty. I is 0. While top not equal to -1. What is the value of top? Top is 5. You only have told me. Top is 5. Okay. 5 not equal to -1. True. Enters the loop. Reverse of 0 plus plus. It means what? At the 0th position, pop ampersand of S. It just goes with the top value 5 and current content of the stack as SDMCET. It is least bothered about the content of reverse. Reverse is a local variable and it is not at all the member of the structure. So the pop call is associated with stack containing SDMCT and top equal to 5. Goes to that. In the pop function, what the pop function is doing? On the right hand side of the pop function, what is there? Return. In the return, what is there? Top minus minus it will do, but along with that, extracts the element, then top minus minus. What is that extraction of the element? What is getting extracted? Current value of top. Currently at top position, what is available? That gets extracted. And there is a return associated. I'll show you that function. Okay, I'll show you that function. I'll go to the pop function. What is getting happened? Yes arrow top. What is S arrow top? 5. Yes arrow STK of 5. Stacks element at 5 is T. Then top getting decremented. T gets extracted and that is returned. Who receives? Who receives? Just go back here. Who receives? Reverse. So reverse of 0 equal to pop of and S. What gets popped? T gets popped. And T gets copied into reverse of I. So at 0th position, T gets copied. And I getting incremented. In the pop function, top would have decremented. Top now is at 4. Top now is at 4. I is now at 1. So there is now top is 4. 4 not equal to minus 1. True. Enters again. There's a call for pop function with the value of top as 4. Content of stack as SDMCE. Okay. Goes inside. It goes into the pop function again. Yes, arrow top is what? Top value 4. STK of 4. Okay. STK of 4. What is the content of 4? E. That gets extracted and returned back. And after returning, where it gets stored? Reverse of 1. Reverse of 1 receives E. Then there is increment of I. Now I is at 2. And where will be top? Top getting decremented there. So top will be at 3. So I getting incremented, top getting decremented. This happens every time in this single line of code. When it stops, imagine when top is 0. So this continues. Now C comes here, M comes here, D comes here. At this point, I is at 5, top is at 0. I is at 5, top is at 0. So there is a call for pop function again. Top is 0, 0 not equal to minus 1. So enters pop on top equal to 0. Content of stack is S. Goes to the pop, and inside the pop content of 0th position element that gets taken out, then top getting decrement, then return. So content of 0th position is yes, that gets copied to reverse of 5. So yes comes here, I will come to 6. Then what will be top? It was 0, now it has become minus 1. Minus minus on 0 is minus 1. So next time, minus 1 not equal to minus 1 fails, comes out of the loop. This is how the reversing happens using push and pop function. Yes. Can you tell me any doubt you have? Any kind of doubt you have? Please let me know. Any doubt?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, was the input array necessary, ma'am? Can't we just give the input into directly into the stack array, ma'am?
you can. You can. Not an issue. Okay. What about others? Any doubt? This is the first application of stack. You are trying to reverse the string without using actually reverse function, using stack. Let me run this code. What about others? Others are sleeping. Okay, when I have getters, I have to use. Can anybody tell me what is the header file for getters? Okay, and I have one more error. What is that error? If top is is not equal to minus 1, instead of that I have to write s dot top. Okay, I cannot access top directly. So let me save that, and just 1 minute. Okay, and let me run this. What's happening? Just 1 minute. Let me just go up. Yeah, is full, is empty is not required here. Let me remove that. because when I'm coming back to application of stack, I don't require whether the stack is full. I assume that my stack is infinite. I assume that my stack is infinite. Okay, with that mindset, I will go ahead with the applications of stack. Okay, I hope so. All are correct. Let me save it, run it again. Warning. Okay, let me just go through. Push, pop. So, 1 minute. Just give me time. I'm just rectifying the errors. Pop I have done. Then main, input and reverse. In this I will read. Okay, let me read it through scanf. The other time also it had given me an error. Okay, percentages, comma, input. Save it. Probably multiple definition of push. Okay, it may be due to both the programs I have kept open. That's why it is giving me that error. Let me just copy this and delete. Okay, I'll just select all, paste, save this. Give me just 1 minute of time. It's taking too much of time. Okay, enter the input string SDMCET. The reverse string is TECMDS. I hope this program is clear for you. Guys, please let me know. This program is clear for you. Yeah, okay. Let us end today's session, and in Wednesday's class we will see very important applications of stack. It's 12:30 class. Please remain intact, remain alert, and you also know that the whole of this semester may go online, so please be prepared with all those things. Okay, and make sure that your learning is more important. um, yeah, somebody has commented, please upload today's class. Definitely I will do that. Okay,